So perhaps spring has finally sprung. We've had a
Yeah.
string of great weather days, and so Dave and I spent most of the day inspecting and cleaning hives. The first inspection of the year always brings a few surprises and maybe a mystery too, and today had a little of both. We scraped the propolis and burr comb from the frames and boxes, did some cleanup of the storage shed, and basically just got a handle on what we need to do in the coming weeks. So I didn't have time to get a lot of video, unfortunately. For the uninitiated, propolis is the glue that the bees use to seal the cracks in the hive. It looks like iodine paste, and it's hard to get off your hands, and it doesn't come off your clothes. Each stack of boxes is a hive, and each box has 10 frames and can weigh more than 50 pounds, and they all have to be scraped and cleaned. Oh, and if you're really lucky, they all have lots of bees crawling all over them, and they are not too happy with you being there. And by the end of the day, I was pretty tired. My back was starting to scream, but I wanted to get out a short video tonight. The first thing you look for when opening a hive is to see if there's any bees at all. Summer bees only live to be 4 or 5 weeks old, but the winter bees have to live 5 months. And then the weather needs to turn just enough so that it triggers the queen to start laying. It'll take those eggs 3 weeks to grow and emerge, and there needs to be enough winter bees to get them on their way before they die. Too long of a winter, and you may lose everything. So you can imagine how thrilled we were today to find a large amount of bees, eggs, and stores, because there's always a chance that they can run out of food during the winter and perish. Still, Dave gave them some sugar water just to see if they will take it. If there's anything better out there in the way of nectar, they won't touch the sugar water, but if they need it, they need it. Each hive has one queen, and another disaster that can happen is that you can lose that queen over winter. But we found our queen, so it was just one good piece of news after another today. Almost. Our mystery of the day came in the last hive. This hive is a little different than the others. I built it with western red cedar 2x6s instead of the regular 3/4 inch pine. It also has viewing ports, and all winter long I was able to watch it as it thrived. If you watch some of my other videos from winter, you can see how encouraged I was with them. This was going to be the hive. We also did not harvest any honey from this hive last fall. We did supplement it with sugar water early on, and they took it ravenously, but they also had their full season of honey in store. And yet, while the other 3 hives were booming today, there was nothing in the cedar hive. It was very, very full of stores, so they didn't even come close to starving. And they made it almost all of the way through winter. I could see them through the ports, but there was nothing there today. Overall, having 3 out of 4 very healthy hives is great. We certainly didn't do that well the last couple of years, so we must be doing something right. But what happened to a thriving hive that almost made it all the way through winter? Perhaps just another unsolved bee mystery.